Okay, everybody, if you could give us your attention, please. Okay, we are ready to get started with our celebration today. A lot of mixed emotions, but mostly it is celebration, and it's a celebration for Reg Dunlap, who's been with us for 30 years. So, Reg, that's a long, long time. Congratulations. I'm Clint Pyers. I'm the Chief Information Officer with the city and have had the great pleasure to hire a lot of people in my life or be part of their hiring at the City of St. Louis Park. I don't know that there's anybody more down to earth, as was just recited to me by somebody, than Reg Dunlap. Reg is a real person. What you see is what you get. That smile is perpetual, Reg. I've never seen you without a smile, even in the most frustrating of times. Really. So,
I look like that when I'm crying.
That's right. That's what Janet tells me. So glad so many of you could join us from times past to times present. There's so many stories about Reg, and so I'm going to steal one from somebody else. How's that? Which I think it really, really represents what Reg is all about. And I even made the print large enough that I don't need my reading glasses. That's a little trick. And the person you see up there from time to time that may resemble me is not me, really. Right, Reg? That was Photoshop. Nice toupee. I like that. Thank you very much. So I'm going to read this first, and I'm going to tell you who it's from. Clint, this is not for the resolution, the City Council resolution, but some very early history on Reg, just because I have fond memories of him. Back when I worked for SLP as a one-woman shop, Storer Nortel Cable. Anybody remember Storer Nortel Cable? Some of you do. Predecessor to Comcast, right? Helped me out with studio productions, particularly Park City Limits. And some of you remember Park City Limits is our half-hour TV magazine on city events. The cable company staff was not very eager to assist the city, and they let me know that. That is, until Reg began working there. He was extremely helpful and such a nice person, and he was so refreshing. And what you're going to hear next will bring back some terms that you probably, and names you probably haven't heard in a while, but I think will be familiar to some of you. Reg's connection with the city grew. I enlisted his help on one of the last projects I did before leaving the park. Sharon Klump and Jim Bremeyer wanted a special video produced, which we ended up calling Terminating an Endless Search. It chronicled the city's search for a solution to the groundwater pollution caused by the Riley Tarrant chemical site. We produced the program in anticipation of reopening the closed wells thanks to a new carbon filtration system at one of the water treatment plants. The video was a big deal, and Sharon allowed me to hire someone to assist. I chose Reg. He was a great field photog. I guess that's short for photographer? I didn't even know that. Photog. He gave me great advice and knew a lot more than I did. I learned a lot from him. I'm proud to say that after I left, you wise folks at St. Louis Park hired him for a full-time video position, and here he is today. I couldn't resist walking down memory lane as I think about Reg retiring. Sincerely, Helen Lefebvre, Communications Manager, City of Plymouth. I think that really epitomizes what all of us feel about you, Reg, and all of us know about you. That kind of story is what you are to all of us and what you've been to me personally, too, as a friend and a colleague over all these years. I certainly am going to wish you well, and I am also going to say I'm going to miss you terribly. And I hope you come back and visit. So thank you, Reg. And thank you, Helen, for this wonderful, wonderful story. I'm going to turn this over now to our Communications and Marketing Manager, Jacque Larson.
Did you forget my last
I almost forgot her.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to ask Debbie Blake to come up. You wanted to say a few words. Debbie is from the League of Women Voters, which Reg has worked very closely with over the years. So,
well, there's only one way to put it. The League loves Reg. That's all there is to it. He cares about the electorate and that we have an informed electorate. And You've probably seen the candidate forums on TV, or if you haven't come to them, he's done kids voting for us. What we have is a 2-minute opening statement by all candidates. And so the kids will see that rather than the long forum. And the kids then are somewhat informed as they vote, and they get used to knowing that you have to learn about the candidates. He also, let me see, the West Metro League beats here in this room, and he has taped those. The programs have been, again, informative about government, about the Metropolitan Council, about lots of things. And I just want to say, well, kind of what you said. Whenever we asked you to do something and you were able to do it, you said yes cheerfully. And that's a wonderful thing when you're asking somebody for something. So we're very grateful to you, Reg. Thank you.
Okay, I told Reg if we let everyone talk, we'd be here all night. But if anyone really feels they'd like to say anything, I do want to just open it up. So does anyone have anything they'd like to share with? Okay. All right. That's right. Okay. Before I turn this over to Reg and John would like to. Okay.
I'll be brief. Reg and I have recorded lots of things. I've recorded things when Reg wasn't there. We've recorded things that have been seen in 13,000 homes in St. Louis Park and things that only a few people have seen. And Reg honored me with a job to do one time, and that was to go downtown and record his marriage ceremony to Janet. And then I hoofed it down from the balcony to the front door of the church and recorded the people as they walked out and shook their hands. So very few people have seen that production, but it means more than some.
All right, Reg, your turn.
I have some gifts, not for everybody, sorry. But, there is some food back there, make sure you eat some of that. So let's see, so for my current supervisor, Jackie, I have here the Comcast customer service guarantee commitment. You're going to need that. Here's a list of all the Time Warner cable phone numbers for my Rolodex. It's a little dusty, and I'm not sure if those people still work there. So. And for John, I didn't get this. Where'd you go? Here are the Parktacular buttons I've been saving for the last, since 1997, the first one. Yeah, so I talked to the Historical Society. They said they would take them, but I didn't get my butt over there to give it to them. So it's your problem now. And let me see, I've got something else here. All right, now this, okay. In case you ever need to light a fire, Clint, the Red Coach Inn, Jennings Red Coach Inn. I think Kevin Locke and unfortunately Tom Harmoning can't be here today, but he's the one who redeveloped that site and turned it into something bigger and better. But and I guess last of all, I've got the emergency tie. I guess I'll give that to McHugh again. Where'd you go? This is the emergency tie. I don't remember where I got it, but see, that's the Hawaiian Punch dude. See, if you look closely, it looks like a burgundy tie with just a little bit of a pattern, but it's the Hawaiian Punch dude.
You and I have worn ties since we moved down to the first floor.
But there's always a chance. What if you got called in the city manager's office and you to talk to the mayor and you needed a tie all of a sudden? Well, now you'll have one in your desk. Okay. Well, that's been my story. Well, anyway, thanks everybody for coming, and it's been a fantastic place to work for all these years. As many of you here that are employees know, it's a great employer, and a part of the reason, I see Bob here, part of the reason, frankly, is because the city is a mix of employers, a mix of work groups, and the union employees make it really great for us non-union employees to get along and keep up with inflation and stuff like that. So I was a union member many years ago, and I was always proud to be a union member, and I'm just very happy that that the city has been such a good employer all these years, and that's why I'm working. That's why I was working until 4:30 today. So Thanks for coming. It's been a great life. So.
Okay, Reg, don't go away. Reg, come back. So the City Council recognized Reg earlier this month, and a lot of you weren't there. So I just wanted to read the resolution that the mayor read that night. Whereas Reg Dunlap began his employment with the City of St. Louis Park more than 30 years ago on July 1st, 1988. Whereas Reg recorded hundreds of public meetings, candidate forums, and special events, and produced many television shows, including 3 long-running news programs. And whereas Reg organized the Minnesota Government Access Producers in 1994, chairing it for 15 years, served 2 terms on the Minnesota Association of Community Telecommunications Administrators, served as Telecommunications Advisory Commission liaison since 1996, and served as franchise officer for cable television providers. And whereas Reg served on the Safety Committee for 10 years, on the Employee Recognition Committee for more than 25 years, and received the Spirit of St. Louis Park Award for city employees in 2002 for contributions on the job and in the community.
And I'm very pleased to say that Clint got that too. Anyway, that is one of the things I'm most proud of right there.
Great. And whereas Reg led the way for St. Louis Park to be among the first cities to stream local cable channels, upload television programs online, and transition to HD programming. And whereas Reg is here today but gone to Maui, we wish him a wonderful retirement of tennis, travel, and other leisure pursuits. Aloha, Reg. So we have a copy for you. And Reg, I just want to say I've been able to work with you just 3 years, but it's been a privilege, and I will miss you. So, thank you. And we're all going to be at Bunny's after 4:30, so please join us there if you'd like.
Thanks for moving that, Kevin. At least you didn't get rid of it.
Yeah.